Hi friends, welcome back to our tutorials. In the previous episode, we learned about Angular routing. We saw different routing strategies that we can set up, what are the different types of routes that are enabled, and how we can set up in our application. Today, in this episode, we will do all the practicals that are required, and then we will learn how to implement them in our application. I hope you're ready, and let's get started. All right. So the first thing we'll do is to set up some basic routes and route parameters in this episode. Let's get started. So here we left last time where we decided our routing strategies and we discussed about various routes that can be set up. Let's get into practical. So for this, all of this, the important thing to note is the app.routing.module file, which is in your, if you have used Angular CLI to generate, you'll see app routing module. App routing module is the module that you will use to import your routes. For each of the specific products, you can define its own route and define its own path. But for the sake of learning, we'll keep it simple in this. So what I'm going to do is generate few components and then I'll show you how to create routes for them. So ng generate component products. So just so we know that we are working on these, so we have generated this product now. So I'm going to generate one more and I'm calling product details. That is for the second route. And now I'm going to generate one more and I'm call it product details info. That's for the third child route. That's what we'll implement. All right. So third component is generated. Now we are going to generate one more component, which we will call it search products. That's for the fourth query param. All right, so we have got all our components generated. We are good to go. It's time to implement our routing. Let's get started. All righty. So first we go to our app routing module, right? And first we'll implement basic route. So for the basic route, we define path. And remember, this is the common mistake a lot of people make, which is putting slash in front of the route. We don't have to put that. It's by default. So always remember, never put slash here. All right, so now here we need to give the component name and we are calling our component as products. Let's take that name and put it here. Now it will tell you it's not available. Do a quick fix. It will import it. There you go, and put a semicolon. So now we have defined a path for our products page, which is slash products. It will point to products component. Let's see that in action. I'm going to put slash products. Okay, so we need to start the application. While it's loading, friends, I request you kindly subscribe to my channel to keep supporting me. All right, so now we see that our app is compiled successfully. Now we should see our route working as expected. Let's see that in action. So we see it is showing slash products and here we are at products works. All right, to show you even better, I'm going to disable the module file that I created. So just so you see that it's working only for product works. So now you see it's pointing, the route is pointing to product works. Let's change that template and make it. All right. So we see products will be displayed here page, which means now it's correctly pointing to our products component, our route, which is products component. Now now we talked about the next one is to add a parameter, right? So we need to add product slash ID, which is the parameterized route. So here we are passing a parameter, which is the ID. Now for this, we created a component called product details component. Let's take that and put it. I'm importing the product details component, and now we should be good to see. So now I'm going to pass product slash say 10. It says product details work. So which means it's pointing to our product details component page. So this is how we can incorporate a parameterized route. Now this route can be anything that we want. So let's say I want to pass 100. That is still fine. It will come to our product details works page, which means it's now pointing a parameterized route to our product details page. We will learn to capture that detail using router and active route, but for now, just let's see that in action. All right, so in the product details, let's inject two required modules called router and all right. So now on ng on init, I'm saying this dot route dot, you can use query params or param map and get that details. So param map dot subscribe. All right. So that's all. I mean, I'm just showing you how to capture the data, but there are I mean, in a more realistic way, you will capture it and then process, do verification of the data. But for now, I'm just showing you how to read the data from the URL. All right. So let's go to our application. I'm passing. All right. So you can see here in the params, we are capturing 100. So I'm passing now 11. And you can see here under params, we can see ID as 11. So that's how you can read the value from the respective product. All right, now going back to our routing. Now, in this particular tutorial, we learned how to set up a basic route using a simple URL along with the component. And we also learned how to pass a parameter to the route and configure a component for the same. In the next tutorial, I'm going to go a little extra while and we will read multiple complex ones using router with query params. Also, we will use child routes. Stay tuned for the next tutorial. But if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to help you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.